Hey, house guests! Welcome
hi.
to Cesar's Big Brother Canada 12 Digital Daily Recap. It's the penultimate of the season.
There's only one more left.
I can't believe it. Our house guests of the day. Let's go, squad. We've got Rebecca A. Campbell, Sandra L. Morales, Evan George, Diane O'Malley, Drake Bott, and Christine Wolf. Thank you all so much for the support.
You are all amazing.
Yes.
And we appreciate each and every one of you.
We do. And if you want to be house guest of the day, tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the last day, and it's gonna be a big group. So I apologize in advance. It's
gonna be May.
Yes, but we want to thank everybody. So let's get into it.
Oh my!
Last night, Spicy V was evicted by a vote of 2-0.
Would you say that was the best episode of the season?
Yeah. It was pretty wild. It was like that one, Movie Night Massacre, Executive Veto. Like those were the crazy ones. This one,
Double Eviction.
Yeah, I guess. This one was like old school Big Brother in action.
Yeah.
Which is why we did not get a digital daily yesterday. Because she broke the glass. She got in that screaming match with Anthony. And, they were like, you're not allowed to watch this.
They probably had to cut the crap out of that.
I can only imagine what else happened that we did not see. Right?
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about that screaming match. That was a lot. But Spicy also spilled some tea or some hot chocolate on her way out. She outed the alliance. So people are going to have some questions. People meeting Bailey.
And they don't even know about the marshmallows.
I know. Now we're down to the final four. It's Bailey, Todd, Lexus, and Anthony. What a squad. This is an interesting group.
This is actually a really good final four.
Pretty solid.
I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
And I know they are as well, because they were like, I can't imagine any other final four out of this group.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to agree.
They all seem to really love each other. This four, they're just so relieved that Spicy V and her energy are out of the house that they're all just like, ah!
I mean, she was very toxic.
Yeah. I mean, especially those last few days there after she realized there was no way she was staying.
Yeah.
It was a little cornbread F y'all. Well,
a little?
Yeah. We have 2 digital dailies to talk about. And at first I was like, oh my God, are we going to see the Spicy Anthony fight in full? Are we going to see the glass breaking?
No.
The first one started right as the doors were closing at Spicy's eviction. So the final four is celebrating. They're having a good time.
There was zero backtracking in these. This was all new information.
Which, I mean, like, I guess. For once, I wanted the backtracking and we didn't get it. But anyway, that's how it is. So they're all talking about Spicy's speech where she called Anthony trash because they were all shook by it.
She played a classless game.
Yeah, Anthony's like, it's fine. We could have expected her to go out like this because she played this whole entire game without class. She's a sore loser. I mean, there's going to be repercussions when you turn on your number one ally like that. Yeah. I mean, yes, she talked a lot of crap about him, but like he did turn on her here. So
yeah,
you're going to have to be ready to face the consequences. So yeah, Bailey and Anthony have a little chat.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about moving forward because there's about to be an HOH competition. And Bailey says, if it's up to me this week, I would choose you 1,000% over anyone else. She better be lying right now.
Is that true?
I mean, I feel like it might be. She seems very loyal to Anthony at this point.
But what about Tad?
I know. Like, aren't you worried that you're not going to beat Anthony? I do think that she could beat him in the end. But
is she turning into a Cody Calafiore?
I hope not. But I do think that she could get the votes against Anthony. Do you?
Yes, it's possible because everyone's going to see that Bailey really played. She did not come in with an advantage of being a all-star.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of bitter jurors.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony could possibly be on the butt end of those bitter jurors because of Spicy going in and poisoning the jury.
Yeah. Here's my thinking. I think Bailey is okay with Anthony leaving, but she would prefer for it not to be at her hand. Like, if Todd wins the veto, I think that's her ideal situation. Todd can vote out Anthony. They go to the final 3 with Lexus.
Mm-hmm.
But if Bailey has to decide who gets the veto and who's making the decision,
she's going to have a lot of trouble.
There's going to be a lot of pressure. Yeah. I don't know if she's going to be able to do it. I don't know if she's going to be like, Todd, you're safe. Or if she's going to be like, Anthony, you're safe.
Yeah.
But we'll get there when we get there. So these two, like,
Definitely not Lexus, though.
no, these two are like flirting. We've seen it before. Anthony and Bailey, they get all goofy, very weird vibes between the two of them.
Is she like, is this like platonic flirting, or is this
don't
like
know what this
flirting? Because I mean, she could be in a throuple.
Anyway,
I mean, she could.
I'm not even going there. But Anthony's like, if you win HOH, are you going to put me up? Now, let's keep in mind, nominations don't really matter
They
here,
don't
the initial
matter.
nominations. But we are in a situation where Anthony has not been nominated this whole entire
Ever.
season or his first season.
Ever.
So him staying off the block
His
here.
butt cheeks have never touched those chairs.
Yeah, it would be a
Pristine.
big deal. So Bailey promises she would not put him up on the block. And she says, I can just tell everyone that it's because you didn't put me up. But like, you're really not gonna put him up. Again, noms don't really matter, but like you're giving this to him. You're letting him keep this on his resume if he makes it to the end. But anyway, Bailey's asking, so what was the deal with your final two with Spicy? Did it have a name? So Anthony brings up he is upset about that whole final
He'd rather
two
not
situation,
talk about it, but
he does. Because the alliance, wasn't it called like Big Bucks?
Uptown Bucks or something like
or
that.
Young Bucks, or he had this thing with his friend that passed away. They were
something Bucks.
Yeah, I can't remember now if it's
I thought it was Uptown.
I think it is Uptown. But Spicy named their final two, I want to say it was Big Bucks.
Yeah.
So it really hurt him and stung him that she would use that name and then go and snake him. So he wasn't happy about that. And Bailey's like, all right, well, what about hot chocolate? What can you tell me about that alliance?
What's hot chocolate?
Ugh. So Anthony, he's really downplaying it.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, he's like, oh, it was done months ago. It was a joke. It was me, Spicy, Kayla, and Avery. No mention of Lexus in there. So then Bailey,
I thought at one point Bailey had even said like not Lexus, and he was like, no.
They move on and they come back to that. But Bailey is talking about how loyal she is when she commits to someone.
Yeah.
And Anthony asks, are you committing to being my best friend forever out of here?
1,000%, yeah.
And Bailey says yes. And then Anthony says, no take backsies. Oh boy, we're setting up the whole best friend thing here. So then Bailey is not done with this hot chocolate thing. She wants to know more. So Anthony kind of slips up and he does mention Lexus. So Bailey is like, all right, so Lexus was a part of it?
Not really.
Yeah, he's like, no, not, I mean, maybe a little lies. She knows he's lying. So
if I were her, that would be a huge red flag.
Yes. So he's continuing to call the Hot Chocolate Alliance a joke. It very much wasn't a joke, but
I hope she's not falling for this because she stands for something.
We're going to get there. But then they have the HOH competition. It is a before or after quiz comp.
Oh no, Todd.
Yeah. I think it really just came down to Bailey and Lexus, and Bailey won. Bailey won HOH. She's going to the final three. That's a big deal.
Lexus is pretty good on the days. No, she's not.
Yeah, when she was getting quizzed today, she was not very good. But Bailey is going to the final three. She was crying her eyes out. Just can't believe like this is actually happening. Very excited.
I'm very happy for her.
Me too, because she really played the crap out of this game, and she was at such a disadvantage, being left out of like the major alliance.
How many times did she almost get evicted?
There were quite a few.
Yeah.
All right.
If like something hadn't happened the week that she was up, or something.
Yeah.
She would have been evicted.
So then Todd and Bailey touch base, and she's like, all right, I won HOH. Now you need to go and win that veto. So Todd's like, all right, but if I don't win, yeah, he's all Todd giggles. If I don't win, maybe we can make some sort of a deal with Anthony. Maybe you tell him, hey, if I don't put you up on the block and you win the veto, you can keep Todd safe in return.
Right.
That's his goal here. But like, I just don't see Anthony doing that, because Anthony knows that Lexus is better for him in the final three than Todd.
Of course.
Todd is always going to pick Bailey over him, and Lexus is always going to pick Anthony.
Excuse me, but Lexus has 0% chance of winning.
Yeah, I just don't see her beating anybody at this point.
Even if she makes it to the final two, 0%
Even
chance.
if she wins the final HOH and makes the decision, I don't see her
She would
winning.
even lose against herself.
Probably. So Bailey says she'll try and make the seal. We'll see what happens.
Mhm.
So then Anthony and Todd chat, and Todd's asking Anthony, hey, are you nervous for this POV competition? And what does Anthony say?
Why he says, I'm shitting my dick off.
He's very nervous. Not
How is that
shitting his
even
dick
possible?
off.
I don't think that's physically possible.
Well, if you're really nervous, it is.
What is it, like implode and go out the back?
I don't know. But Anthony is very nervous. But he's telling Todd, we're going to be good as long as one of the two of us wins. He's playing it up like, I don't know what Lexus would do. You know Lexus would keep you.
Lexus would do whatever you told her to do. Duh.
Also, I feel like this is BS because I feel like Anthony would vote Todd out, and I think Todd would vote Anthony out. But they're trying to, hedge their bets here. So later, Bailey and Todd chat, and Bailey says, if I win the power veto, some people might not be so happy about it because there's going to be some hurt feelings. And at first, I'm like, oh my God, please don't say Todd's going to be upset. So she says if she wins the veto, she would use it on Todd, and he would be the one
to make the decision
because she wants him in the final 3.
So she would do the work, and he would wield the axe.
Yeah, which I think she would be good with. But again, I think she would prefer for Todd to win himself.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to burn that jury vote with Anthony.
No.
But I do think she is genuine about wanting to go to the final 3 with Todd because she knows that he is better for her game. I just don't see her saying this to his face and then potentially going back on it.
No.
I don't think so.
I think she needs Todd too because Todd would be really, really good in part 1 of the HOH competition.
Yeah.
The final one. And she would be good at part 2.
And
then they would face off together and they would be guaranteed.
Possibly.
If they took each other.
I mean, I think the hot chocolate alliance coming out is really spooking her as well because she's,
as it should.
Yeah, I mean, she was already suspecting that Lexus and Anthony would take each other to the final 2, but now that she knows about that alliance, I think it's reinforcing it even more. So Bailey is telling Todd what she's heard about the hot chocolate alliance, and she's like, yeah, Lexus was in it too, but Anthony was trying to play it off like she wasn't. But Bailey sees through that. She knows that Lexus was part of it. So anyway, yeah, Bailey tells Todd, if you win the power veto, I trust that you know what to do. She didn't say it, but I'm assuming she means vote out Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what she means. She says, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I trust you the most out of anyone. It's your decision.
Yeah.
But I think she means vote out Anthony.
Absolutely. Because they're never going to make it against Anthony.
Yeah.
I mean, they might.
Bailey might.
They might.
I don't know if anybody else would.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Anthony and Bailey are chatting, and again, he's nervous about this POV. He's like, I don't know what Lexus or Todd would do if they win.
Come on.
And he's also like, I don't need a lot of reassurance, but like, can you give me some? So he says he would be happy to sit next to Bailey in the final 2. He's really happy with how he played, with what he put out there. And Bailey's like, oh yeah, I'd love to go to the final 2 with you too. Watch out. Anthony says, if I do win the veto, I would take your thoughts into consideration for who you think should go to the final 3. We would sit down, we would talk about it. I don't think they would
do what I want.
And he would just say, this is what you want. You want Lexus to stay. I'm sorry, but I just don't see Anthony keeping Todd over Lexus if it's up to him.
Yeah.
But Bailey says she would prefer to have Todd in the final 3 because let's face it, Todd is better for Bailey and Lexus is better for Anthony. And Anthony is better for no one.
Right.
So, yeah. Lexus and Anthony chat, yeah. And these two are super annoyed that Spicy outed the Hot Chocolate Alliance on her way out. Because now there's all this doubt between Bailey and Anthony that would not have been there before that came out. So they're like, Kayla and Avery, they went out like soldiers. Like, they didn't talk about the alliance with anyone. Maybe they should have. They could have. Anthony is filling Lexus in on what he's told Bailey about the alliance because he hasn't.
Because their story's got to match up.
Exactly. He hasn't told the total truth here. So he wants to make sure she's on the same page.
Well, you might be in the alliance, you might not, maybe for a little bit, maybe for a while.
Yeah.
What was his story?
I mean, the biggest thing here, they're trying to downplay how serious it was. And
It was a joke.
you know, it was over months ago. This game is not that long.
This is like day 60, right?
Yeah, it's not been done for that long. It was still a thing basically up until like Kayla left.
Yeah.
So Anthony and Lexus agree that there is no way that they would pick Todd over each other. I mean, we saw that coming. And Anthony's like, well, Bailey doesn't know that though. She doesn't know that I would keep you over Todd. So Lexus is really hoping that Bailey will want Todd to go because Lexus says,
is she okay?
Well, she's like, well, you and I, like, we have people in the jury that like aren't happy with us, so she can look at it that way. Meanwhile, you have Todd, who is well liked. He now has the most competition wins out of anybody left. He's got 3, and Lexus says he only started playing late in the game. That's what
I've been laying around the whole time.
Yeah, when were you playing?
Yeah.
So yeah, she's coming up with her arguments of why they should go to the final 3 instead of Todd. So then we have the second digital daily, May 1st.
Oh.
And there was not a lot going on here. There was a lot of laying around, lying around,
sleeping, snoring,
making juice, like
laying on people's crotches.
Okay, at one point Bailey was legit using Anthony's thigh as a pillow, and I was like, yeah. But anyway,
isn't it her anniversary?
Yeah, she did her Wendy's segment. Her server was her girlfriend.
Oh,
and it was their anniversary, which
did
is
her
cute.
Girlfriend say stop being Anthony's crotch baby?
I don't know. But do we really need to see the house guest napping?
No.
You didn't have to include that part.
Why are you wasting our time, Big Brother Canada?
I would much rather have a slimmed down digital daily that's like only the important stuff. That's just my opinion.
We don't want empty calories. Just give us the protein.
Yeah. So they did, we find out, have the BB Can Awards already. And the house guests seem to have a really good time.
They seem to be hung over.
Yeah. They were having a rough time getting up.
They were super tight. Maybe that's why they let them sleep in a little bit, like on the sofas. Anthony was like a crime scene sofa sleeper.
One leg up on the side of the sofa and like snoring.
And Lexus was on the other sofa facing him, and she was just like,
I think that was in the other one. I don't even know.
I don't know.
You get to sleep more at the end, but
well, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know much about the awards other than that. I don't know if anybody came in to help them get ready. I don't know what the deal was.
Well, they better rest up because BB Can is all about production value. And these final 3 and 4, they are going to be working the crap out of them.
True.
Putting them in costumes, filming packages, making them say words.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Bailey and Anthony do have a chat, and she says again, I want to go to the final 3 with you and Todd. That's her ideal scenario. And she says that she put in a good word for him with Todd just in case he wins power veto. Did she though? Because like from what I interpreted, it seemed like she was saying vote out Anthony.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that I was getting. But anyway, they had the nomination ceremony. Todd and Lexus are up on the block officially.
Oh, such a surprise.
I mean, Todd is okay with this. He knew that this was happening.
It doesn't really matter, meatballs.
Yeah. My only thing is, like, it kind of matters just because Anthony hasn't been nominated yet. Yeah. So the whole group hugs, final 4, yay! And that's pretty much it. So hopefully tomorrow we're going to find out who won the power veto.
Oh, who do you think it's going to be?
I hope it's Todd. I hope it's Todd or Bailey.
I hope it's Todd. I hope it's Todd. I hope it's Todd.
I just don't know because I feel like traditionally the final 4 veto has a lot to do with like days or something. And I don't think Todd is super great at that.
Maybe Todd will fart his way through it.
Maybe. We can only hope. So we'll see.
Maybe you have to fart out the answer.
Yeah. Tomorrow is the last digital daily of the season. So I'm assuming we'll find out who won the veto, and then it'll probably end
with Arissa's announcement saying, in an hour, one of you will be leaving this house.
Like,
I'm in my pajamas.
Yeah. So we'll see if it plays out like that.
But oh my God, a super chat.
Benjamin, thank you. Benjamin says,
thank you, Benjamin.
The BB alum have been extra annoying this year about rooting for Dougie. They were going over jury vote scenarios for him week 1. Who likes to see a steamroll? I don't get it. Well, yeah. I don't pay attention. Yeah, really. I don't pay attention a lot to like what all the alumni are saying because they can get very annoying, especially when there's like 2 of them in the house.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, they're gonna root for their own over some like newbies.
Unless they have a vendetta.
It's just funny to me because I feel like if Spicy did this to Dougie, she would have been like,
oh yeah, maligned.
Yeah, they would not be happy. But because he did it to her, everyone's like, oh my god.
I'm just disgusted that we had a mixed season.
Yeah, I don't want to see that anymore. I want one or the other, new or bets, whatever.
Or all bets. Which I still, after that last All-Star American season, I was so disgusted by all of the pre-gaming.
I know.
No.
It made it so not fun.
No.
Oh, they're downplaying Bailey's game. That's annoying because she has played the hell out of the season.
She really has. She's lucky that she's still there because so many times she got so close to getting cut.
Yeah. Benjamin says, watch it be the Final Four POV comp from Dougie's season. Honestly, though, didn't he do like terribly in that? So maybe that wouldn't be a bad thing. But
wait, which one did he quit?
I thought it was that.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow for the final digital daily recap of the season. So
yeah,
hope you all have a great night. Thanks again so much for watching, and until tomorrow,
much love.
Bye. Bye. Bye.